Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Sam, how are you? How's everybody tonight? Hope you can hear me. Yvonne! Right. Hi. Let me get my painting in there a little bit better. A little bit better. Yes, she is still working on the painting. Remember, this part right here, I had to frog. So all I had to do was blend my makeup, my eyeshadow, and I forgot that I had customized. Oh, making sure. Uh-oh, what did it did? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I booted myself out on my regular cam. 1 second. Okay, I'm back in. There we go. Hey, I'm back in. I'm in. Hopefully, you guys are able to see. No issues. Look at my tail. What's up, Darren? Gorgeous, Rochelle. Can't wait. If anybody here is going to the retreat, I know. Let's get Tia in here. Just so you guys are aware, this is my Tia. I know that you guys have seen Tia with Tima, my goddess. She has one also. She got it for me. So, yes. I just wanted to make sure, kind of going over that. And tonight, what colors do you think I should do tonight? I can't decide. This is last year's retreat pen. I did make 2 separate sizes. One of my curvy girl, one of my little pom pal. Should I go with purple? I usually try and match my mood. Here is my Great Lakes exclusive. I really like this pen a lot. I think because on this pen, I always made these bendy angles, and I'm starting to get used to it. So I don't know. But the goal is to definitely, do something with my mood. I don't know. What do you guys think? How's everyone doing this week? I am determined to not. As you guys, keep coming in like, how long is she gonna be working on that? Yes, it's been 2 years, and yes, I do keep going back to it. My goal is to finish it. I have gotten to the point quite a few times where I'm like, oh, let me put it up, let me do something else, but I haven't lost interest in the painting per se. So I don't want you guys to think that. I literally, just get to a point where, I just am overwhelmed by stuff that's going on. So this past week has been a great effort for me to kind of get back into doing just the things that I like. I've been crafting, having a ball, y'all. I have been having fun. If you guys are on Instagram with Tia's Crazy Craft Addiction, you got, hey, Crashly. You guys would have seen that I've been posting some crazy videos. No, it is not the same video. While it is the same concept, it has changed the 2 times that I posted it. Yes, there will be another post tonight. So I did the last 7 days of the month. I went back and did the last 7 months of a giveaway that I've been missing. So you guys, if you've been here and you've heard my story, you know that I had a crazy kickoff to 2022. And I have been in and out and overwhelmed. I had two um, things going on. So I usually go live on my YouTube for crafting, for either clay or diamond painting. I did do cross stitch last year for 2 months on my channel, but usually, I'm doing diamond painting, polymer clay. So I said I'm going to host a separate collab, but I was going to do that on Instagram. Oh Lord, I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. I don't know what I was thinking. Instagram is just not my friend. And so if you had a chance to see the video, I went live to announce it and I couldn't even turn it off. And I'm on live like, okay, one moment, okay, well, it's over, but I'm trying to end it. And I got so many hits from people, behind the scenes laughing at me like, girl, you just got to do this. And girl, well, thank you for telling me I just got to do this now because I didn't know it then. And so, it's forever caught. Or should I start calling you mom-in-law? Yeah, my son told me last week that he is starting to believe that he is kind of handsome. And I was like, what happened? Like that's some information to, share. He said, lately when him and the boys go out, a lot of the females have been paying him attention a little bit more than the friends. And the friends have been saying stuff like, if Justin's going, I got to step up my game. So I told him, I said, do you think that that's why they're always saying, let's dress down, let's dress low key. I think I talked to you guys maybe a month ago, and I didn't know how to, talk to him. But, some of the girls out there, her son is like Usher level hot. Oh, wait until I tell him that you said that. I don't think he'll have a big head though. He really is like not in touch. He's starting to get a little bit aware, but it's still not there. He's not like me, he definitely don't get it from me. You couldn't tell me nothing when I was younger. You could tell me nothing. I mean, I was, big head was swole. I mean, swole. I walked into the club. I could have been the only one up in there, and I'd have been saying, look at all these eyes on me. Like I said, I was just enjoying my own world. Then that first baby come along, and she went, whew, and then she went, whew, and then she went, and she kept growing. That gorgeous 6 with that. You guys remember those fishnet stockings with the seam up the back? Oh, that was my spot right there. I'm not gonna date myself and put a year to it, but with that black seam up the back and your high heel pumps, little mini skirt, man, you had to pick everything up, right? I think I dropped. You didn't drop anything, but you picking up lint, you picking up crumbs. Rochelle is laughing at me. Oh, Rochelle, did you ever wear the seams? Girl, if I could go back, I probably would have 8 kids. Not the fishnets. Yes, Misha. The fishnets. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing. It was all about the legs and the way that your foot looked when you had that heel on. That little curve. I'm sorry. That little curve that you had as it went down into the pump. That was it right there for me. You couldn't tell me anything. I can't even wear a heel now. At all. I cannot wear a heel. I go and put a heel on, and my feet would be like, heifer, what is he doing? You serious? The shoe will tell me something in a minute. I put my foot in there and it'd be then split and crack. You ever crack a shoe? Oh my gosh, it happens, guys. I'm here to tell you that yes, you can split a shoe. I don't want to go in my closet and embarrass myself. Just visualize. That's all I'm going to say. Just visualize. But yes, the hell, you can crack a shoe. You can split a shoe. You know, you put enough little meat on it and it'll tell you this wasn't it for you. You know, you want to use the ground, you know, when you lean back, you know, make sure your feet, the heel, make sure it's just got all this ground to rest on because it ain't going to be able to rest on this heel. And this girl said, I just look at a pair of heels and my, exactly. I don't know what happened. You know, I don't know what happened. It went slowly though. It did go slowly because I remember I started off, you know, I would wear them 4 or 5 inch heels. And then, you know, it came down from 5, 4.5 to 3, 3.5. And it came down from there. I remember when I looked at a pair of wedge heels with a little 1/2 inch on it, was like, oh, those is cute. Girl, I'm telling you, they wasn't cute decades before, but they cute now. I'm like, oh, you know, them little Mary Jane sandals. I swear, you ever been somewhere, you go to church or something like that, and your auntie or the church lady, you know, the social, they sitting in the pew and they got on them shoes where they got their knee highs. The knee highs is rolling down from the knees. They about halfway between the kneecap and the ankle. You know, and they got those Dr. Robert sandals on where, you know, you got the little sling going around the back, a little 1/2 inch. They feel like they doing something. I swear, about a month ago, I looked at a pair of those, like, you know, these ain't half bad. These ain't half bad. I might have to get me a pair of these. They look good with such and such. So I've definitely reached that point. So anytime, you know, you're trying to find a Dr. Robert subscription, you know, oh, I'm pretty sure they got something in there for me. You know, you might have to evaluate life a little bit, but that's totally where I'm at right now. I never thought I would, you know, get to that point. You have a pic of your son? Ashley got called thirsty over your son. I will have to. I don't have a pic because it's in here, right here, which is the phone that's recording. But I would have to. Now, I could picture you up on stage as a comedian. I am cracking up. Maybe that's just me feeling a lot better. It was a long time ago. Girl, I used to have a set. My ex-husband was the star of my show. I used to talk all about that fool. Whew. I asked him to come to my show one time. He said, you ain't gonna have people looking over at me in the corner. I was like, yeah, that's true. That's what they would do, because that show would point you out. There you go right there. There that fool go right there. So it's been a long time, a long time. I met with a gentleman the other day, and he told me he was going to be here in town. He is one of our insureds, and he had a lot going on. Anyway, we ended up going ahead and being able to assist him. And even though it looked like initially we weren't going to be able to help him out, and we got to talking, he was laughing so hard, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you could so write a TV show, you could be on stage." And I asked him, "Have you ever been to Beecher's Madhouse?" And he said, "Yeah, I used to come down there." And I said, "I used to perform at Beecher's Madhouse. I used to do sketch comedy there," and he couldn't believe it. So he's trying to talk me into going to California and, you know, giving it a go again. I was like, no, you know, no. One of the reasons why I quit, it was very hard to continue trying to get on stage. You got to bring your own people. And the worst part about it was, you know, I had kids. And so to hone your act, you got to be in a nightclub. You got to be out there, you know. You got to look at people and you got to not be afraid to hurt some feelings and things. Hi, sure. Crashly says, because your son is freaking hot. And I don't think she even really knows. I think that, you know, he's not ugly. You know, that's how I feel about me too. I feel like I'm not ugly, but you know, I've changed since I was younger. When I was younger, you couldn't tell me nothing at all. Well, I mean, I think my dad raised me to be like that as well. I mean, you just don't roll out the womb like, "Hey, I'm fine. What's going on? Who looking at me?" So I'm the only girl, for lack of a better word. I have five brothers. It's just me, and all of them, were raised to put me on a pedestal. You know, look at CB. Hi. If he were ugly, what would you say? Um, CB says they're related. Got it going on. Oh, um, if he were ugly, what would I say? I would say, oh wow, that's a good question. I feel like he might be ugly. You feel he might be ugly? No. Have you guys seen him? I have to get a picture and show. I don't have any. They're like in my phone, and so I don't have any physical pictures. I'm trying to see. I'm using both my devices. So I don't have a way to show you. I don't think that he's ugly. I do think that he's, a handsome young man. That's how I describe him. I feel like he might be ugly. You can't say that about your damn kid. You can't say that they might not be the most attractive. Oh, yeah, you can. You can be like, oh, damn, come on, man. I got to build you up. Let's get on to this damn gym. Because, you ain't the best looking. So you got to have some other options working for you. Come on. Let's get to school. We got to build up this brain. Why? Because you may not get too far when it comes to the looks. You might not be able to pull the best. We did talk a few months ago or weeks ago about my look categories. Crashly's twin brother. That's CB, y'all. um, but yeah, no. If you should be more honest. If you should look at your kids and you ought to be honest because it's your job to send them out there in the world and then to understand what resistance they may be up against. So I'm telling you right now, if you got an ugly kid, let them know. You might have to fluff it up a little bit. You may have to watch how you say it, but you still got to let them know. I feel like that. I feel like you got to prepare them. You got to get them strong in other areas because they're not gonna be able to get nowhere on their looks. You got to tell them that. And the same, you got a fluffy kid. I got big shoulders. I can admit it. If you got a fluffy kid, you got to set them up for the truth. You can't wear that. You can't tuck stuff in. You cannot tuck your shirt in if you got a belly. What they call that? A muffin top. So, see, Cheryl agrees with me. That's what I'm saying. You just prepare them. Put the strength in the area where they can excel. We all relatives now. Katie, my new brother-in-law was I didn't realize that's Caden behind Crashly. Caden, you are cracking me up. So that's how I feel. Sometimes you can have a good looking daughter. She real cute, real cute, but she may not have picked up too many books, right? So what we gotta make sure that she understands. Hey, in life, you gotta learn how to be an entrepreneur. You're not gonna be winning Nobel prizes. You're not gonna be. So what do we have to do? We don't encourage the poll. But there's options now, right? Breathe, dear. Because I am cracking up over here. So says one of my kids had what seemed like large ears. But thank the Lord, he grew into them and he is looking just fine. There you go. But what do? You put a hat on them, right? Give them big earmuffs. Look, it's a little cold out. I know it's 70. Put the damn earmuffs on. That's the stuff you do. You gotta protect them, right? Crashly said, "I'm dying right now." I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. You got to be able to set your kids up, because there's harsh resistance out there in the world. So when you send them out there, you don't want them coming back all, wussy. And I hate to use the term. When I was a kid, my mother hated the term. Also, I think it's because she might have been referred to as it a little bit, but it's sissy. I hate that, so I say wussy. Either way, we know that it means the same thing. So, oh my God, Tia is killing me. Kaden, I'm right. Strengthen these kids up and things like that. I swear nowadays, everyone is upset over everything. Everything. And so, having a little sense of humor about it, teaching them how to have thicker skin, it's definitely something that I recommend, because when we get out there in the world, there's some harsh realities and things like that. And you have these kids that are so depressed, and you have so many people talking about mental health and things like that. So nowadays, I feel like that's even more of a push. Get them prepared, laugh, teach them humor, and put them in various situations to where, it's not frightening, it's not scary. I feel like that's the way of acceptance, and everybody starting to just meet each other where they are. Crashly says, "Look, sweet daughter, you don't look so hot. You need to go study hard, so at least you got something." There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You not that you're not a looker. There's the others of the world. So here's what: pull out a book, baby. Pull out a book. Study. Take one extra chapter a night. Go on and strengthen that brain. Strengthen that brain. That way, if something happen, you got them pretty girls out there and they getting by on their OnlyFans. You know what? You're gonna be the one behind the scenes that they gotta come to. You're their marketer, or you're their advertising guru, or you're their lawyer. You're their doctor. You help them out when they get a pimple and it won't go away. So yeah, trying to build them up. I don't know how I haven't been following you, but oh my God, I'm dying. Well, thank you for following me. Cheryl says, if you are not honest with your kids, they have no one to talk to. I agree. And that really is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them thicker skin, being honest, but that's who they communicate with. So, yeah, while I feel like my son is okay, and, I don't know about fine. I tell you, I don't know about fine, because there's this, I hope they're not in here, but there is this friend of mine that I have known for a long time. And her older sister, she got pregnant when we were in school. And a couple of times when I went to go visit the older sister, my friend, the older sister would be there with, her kid and stuff. Long story short, I went home one time to visit, and I was single, very single, single as a dollar bill. I don't have no boo thing in my life. Y'all know that, right? Long story, I run into a gentleman, he was putting the moves on really hard, really hard. And how are you? Oh, how are you doing? I'm like, didn't know him, or didn't think I knew him, because he was the sister's son. He was grown. He was like 6'4". Woo. And so I didn't know. And we went out a few times, and oh my gosh, all I can say is, what is that movie called? Was it Mrs. Robinson? Or now I think I know why my parents were adamant about me reading. Come on. Did your mom keep saying, come on, son, come on, one more chapter. One more chapter. Tia, you're still not done with your painting. I just said that right before you came in here, Kate, and I was like, I know what y'all thinking, that it's been 2 years, but really, I'm trying my hardest not to, give up on this. Because what I'll do is I'll put it away. I'll do like 4 or 5 other paintings. I've had not a lot this year. I've only had 5 finishes. And in between each of these paintings, I will come back to this. But if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I started this in 2020 and it's 2022. So I'm doing pretty good. Crashly's prettier. Oh, I'm doing really good. I'm feeling good. So, which is good because you guys know it's been a while since I've had my smile. So, the funny part is, I know that you guys have been seeing my crazy post on Instagram. And the post is about a giveaway, and it starts off with, this is the March giveaway. And so I'm getting people like, what is going on? It's nowhere near March. Did you? No, I did not mistakenly post something and put the wrong information. So I fell off my cross stitch collab. I did do my February giveaway. We're equally pretty. And then after I did my February giveaway, I got hit hard. I got really overwhelmed. So what I ended up having to do was take a break. I thought I would be back in a month or so, but it didn't happen like that. So a month turned into 2 to 4 to 6. I turned around, and next thing you know, 7 months had passed, and I hadn't done anything. So I have been slowly getting back up on the horse and having a lot of fun hanging out, laughing with everyone. And so I was like, let me get my collab back on track. And I'm going to start off with just making it real fun, this giveaway that, should have taken place. So I created a little video with all the gifts that were up. And instead of, wondering about each, obviously, everyone that's been participating. And let me tell you, this group of ladies were awesome. I think they kept on going up through month 5. A few of them had a couple of completions, so they would move over to, the next project and work on the project. But ultimately, we were going to do this for a year. I only have 5 months to go. And actually, I had 4, because I had already done 1 month, and I'm doing 7 days of giveaways, okay? Anyway, the ladies kept on posting, and I see their progress and things up through 5 months in, and I think that that is so commendable. So make sure, if you guys watch the video and you see the names, shout them out. Say, hey, Rochelle's in there, and she was in here. Amanda, hi, Amanda. Amanda was in there, and I think I seen her in here earlier. So a whole lot of support, even at times when I wasn't able to kind of just get up and, craft. We all do this for our various reasons. We come here and we laugh. We come here and we get, just peace of mind away from the things that we are, dealing with in our everyday real life situations. But to see that they kept going and that they were there in, my darker hours and my darker moments, still supporting, I really, truly appreciate that. So I hope that they're having fun tuning in night after night, seeing whose name is going to be next and what that gift is. It's a lot of work, guys. I'm not technological. I'm nowhere near as savvy as most people. But I did get it taken care of, and I feel like it's a lot of fun. Trying to see. Obviously, I find out right before I post those videos in, but it's still fun for me to wait those few seconds to see who's it gonna be. I'm always supporting. I may stop and start, but I'm always here. Yes, you are, Rochelle. Rochelle is one. Rochelle, her and Yvonne, if Yvonne is in here, they are one of the most supportive people in the community. Definitely appreciate it. They are there. When I started selling my pins, besides my sister Crashley, you guys know Crashley is the one that took me down the clay aisle, right? She took me down the clay aisle, and I said, I don't know if because what I'm gonna do with all these clay projects. Um, and I was like, I'm gonna probably open a store, and I'm probably gonna sell pins. And she said, go ahead, number one supporter, do it. I want you to be just as successful. So you can't ask for who's Crashley. That's my baby sister. And did you know that we're related? And so, she definitely cheered us on, spearheaded. We all go in different directions when it comes to as you guys can see, I love to marble and sculpt. And it's a lot of work. Sculpting takes a lot. And then Billy, he became the caner. He's like the cane king. Sorry about that, Billy. Mwah, love you. He became the caning king. And then Crashly, she is just so inventive and so original. We're siblings too. Yes, you are. And so, this community is beautiful. And I like how everyone kind of comes together with each other's support network. And, we keep each other going. That's what willed me back. Because, there were just days where I just needed some sort of mental release and I just couldn't find it in things. But what I would do is reach out and listen to you guys' channels. I don't know if you guys know who Jenny Polly is, the Uncrafty Crafter. That girl make me cry, just the way she talks, just the way she shares stories and things. And when I think of her, I just want to tear up. And then her sister, oh my goodness, her sister makes me cry also. And so, but I mean, it's what I need when I'm down and out. That's what I do. I kind of look to who can make me laugh, who can, evoke emotion from me and things, who can make me smile. And so those are the things that, kind of get us all through. And so I appreciate the support these girls definitely provided. They kept it going, even when, the captain of the ship was below deck. uh, Rochelle has been supportive even to me, and I will always remember that. Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Let me go back and see who's all here. I know there was, when we got here, there was a big crowd. Big crowd. Um, Lawrence, you still in here? I seen you come in, but I know it's getting late. I go late at night, unfortunately, especially if you're on the East Coast. And I want to recognize, some of the people who don't get in here that often. Cheryl Gerard, how are you doing? She's going to be working and lurking. Angela Cooper. Chantel, I seen you earlier today. I do apologize. By the time I went to say hi, something else occurred and I didn't get a chance to speak. If you still in here, mwah, thank you for coming out. Hey, Chaotic Crafting with B. How are you? Sassy Samantha, how are you tonight? Looks like we had a, pretty big crowd. Again, I know I go late at night, so I really appreciate everyone that comes out and says, hola, how are you? Hello. Uh, you guys know Kerwin. Do you guys know why I call Kerwin CB, Community Booty? Kerwin is one of the most helpful people in the community. He will reach out and he'll help everybody. And he's been doing it for years. Obviously, you guys a lot of people are new and they're, just starting to see, but he's very helpful and stuff. And so shout out to my sister who loans her husband out to help. He'll come in and he'll chit chat. He hangs out. He comes to the retreat, picks her up and helps, load people, bags into their cars and stuff. He's just a community hubby. But, community booty sounds better. So that's what I call him. Other than that, what do you guys have coming up? Obviously, I don't have too much. This is my, my quieter time of the year. I usually join from maybe August, September, October. Now, we did do a Monster Mash collab last year for Halloween. That was so much fun. It was huge. There were like 7 creators all together. Really thank, it was Rebecca, J. Rob, Life with Lindsay, Crashly, myself, and Wolfpack Diamond Painting. It was six, and it was a lot. It was a lot of us, but it was so much fun. I had fun. Obviously, every week, we would all get together on someone's channel and just kind of laugh at diamond paint. And so that was fun. First time I was invited to be in such a big group, and I thought, oh, um, you guys know I've been at this for a long time. Um, And it is what it is. I'm just here. I only go live once a week and I don't do unboxings. One of the reasons why I don't do unboxings, I started. I think I did too, and then I'll never forget when my mom came to stay with me. The first thing she said was, Susan, Tia, you do know what is done below deck, huh? Well, I won't be Googling it. I won't be Googling it, sure. I just know swab the deck means you're washing it. So I guess probably shouldn't use boating terms if I'm not familiar with them. So, so my mom goes, I bought a painting and I said, oh, I can't wait till it come in. I'm looking at YouTube one day and I'm like, oh, darn. Oh, she got it before me. Apparently, I'm so low on the totem pole, my feelers. Berta! And my little bite-sized beauty. You're not low on the totem pole. Watch the show below deck. Uh-oh. Is it going to give me information like when I Google? Because if it is, I may not want to watch it. Just saying. When I Google stuff, I get lessons that I never ever thought I needed. So, Berta, what are you talking about? You are the top of the. That's right. She is the top. My feelers. Oh, Berta, I love you. I love you so much. That's my snuggle bunny. Oh, so my mom says, because I got this painting and I couldn't wait for it to come in. We going through YouTube and I'm like, oh no, oh no. I forget who I was watching. Lizzie. She got it up there before me. Oh. And my mom I was like, well, I gotta hurry up and do it. I gotta hurry up and get this out and get it unboxed. And she was like, you gonna do it? And I was like, yeah, I gotta hurry up and get mine up there. And she was like, so what y'all do? All of y'all buy the same painting and y'all create a video and unbox the same painting? And I said, Mom, I didn't really have a response. What do you say? And I was like, Mom, you just took all the fun out of it. Well, I guess I'm not doing an unboxing now. She said, don't worry about it. Just watch YouTube. I bet you the next painting you buy, it's going to be 8 more videos on it. I told her that I did mine a little bit different. She was like, what are you talking about? They all look the same. I said, no, I'm doing mine on the couch. Everybody else do theirs on the bed. She didn't really think that was funny. But I don't do unboxings, and that's probably why, because she shamed me. She shamed me out of doing it. She was like, y'all got, the same subscribers? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, well, I'm confused. And so that's my line. I usually walk around saying, I'm confused. Even if I'm not, that just sounds good to me. And so when she said that, she stole my line. She stole my thunder, and I had nowhere to go. Are you almost done with that painting? No. All of this right here, the face part, that had been covered. And then I remembered I had swapped out for a different color. I'm trying to always customize my paintings. And I was halfway through. Which pen? You need this pen? Talking about the purple? This Purple Haze. This is probably my most popular pen. Everyone loves the glitter. Can you see the glitter? Can you see it? Let me see. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, purse called Purple Haze. I don't think you could. You can see a little bit of the glitter. The glitter. Anyway, yeah, I was just about done. So I knew I needed to still do the blending on the eye makeup. And then I was going to put highlights in the hair, in the fluff part of the hair. Because, I feel like she got that 1978 Farrah Fawcett, hairstyle going on. Do you need help with that, Penny? I know you would have it done by the end of the night, Berta. I know you would. Probably you should come down here and then you could sit there and I will sit here. I wonder how much diamond painting we get done. I'd be like, girl, let's go to Vegas. Girl, let's go to the strip. Girl, let's go see Thunder Down Under. If I ever do get Lizzie to come, I wonder if her husband will let her go to Thunder Down Under with me. See, I'm the sibling of Crashly that yells at her when she doesn't do her work. So you're the sibling of mine that's like, come on, Crashly's the supportive one. Oh, you'll get there. And then here you come along and you're like, get it done. Get it done. Oh, I'm telling mom. Oh, that was like the worst whenever, I'm telling. I used to get my brothers, I used to get my cousins, when they say that, be like, okay, tell. I come up with something, be like, you won't tell again. Crystal, how are you this evening? How's it going? I know it's late, and I appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you stay tuned for tonight's video. Make sure you stay tuned for tonight's video, because obviously you haven't been called yet. So I think what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to try and do it where you guys see me erase the name and things. Because I was looking at that and I was like, man, did I post the wrong video? And I was worried that I had to watch the whole, that was like, dang, I'm wasting my own time. I got to watch my whole own video. So the point is to make you guys have to watch the whole video. But other than that, how's everybody? So yeah, what's coming up? November 1st. If anybody's into tiny homes and miniatures, we are doing a tiny home collab. We are calling it the hashtag Partners in Crime collab. So we will be doing tiny homes. I mistakenly thought that I was getting away from doing electrical. Running electrical in these tiny homes, sometimes it's just a pain in it. And so I found out today that the camper that I selected has electrical wiring that needs to go into because there's going to be lights that run in the camper. Isn't that crazy? That is like so crazy. Anyway, I got my camper from Craftably. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you guys reach out. Use hashtag Partners in Crime. You'll get a discount off of your purchase. I didn't put that in my with my description. I have to make sure I update my description. But one of the things that we are doing is obviously we're going to have a community of people, and this way you can get your questions answered in regards, because we have a lot of questions when it comes to reaching, doing a new craft and trying to reach out. And so we do have one of our, I know Crashly started me, and then Brandy and Beth Minton, they kind of took over from there and became like our miniature experts. If you guys don't know who Brandy is, she's Mystery of Diamonds, and she goes live on Mondays. But she's the one that came to see me, my mom, the kids a few months ago. We had a great time. And she's in Florida, so hopefully, they're all buckled down and everybody's doing well down there. But I did have a good time, and yeah, so she's going to be in there, and she helps a lot when it comes to the electrical and stuff. So I thought I'd try something a little different and something a little bit bigger, because they are miniature and they're tiny. You do feel like, Linda, what's going on? You do feel like you are creating an actual tiny house. You cannot tell me that I'm not a contractor by the time I complete one of my tiny homes, but obviously it's on a smaller scale, and I've never had to run insulation. Well, I did have to do it on one of the roofs of one of the houses that I did. Hey, I gotta go. Good night, sister. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Night, Kaden. Hugs. And so, like I said, you do feel like you're a little house contractor. You do get a little bit of experience with a lot. Believe it or not, the gusts of wind are no joke. Still, yikes. Yeah. And I forgot. That's right. You're down there. So make sure you guys are all, taking cover. I know earlier today I checked to see, if there's a way that, people can like head out and we started getting reports out here on our news that it was kind of too late for everyone to start to leave the area. If you were in a storm impacted area, they were saying that now is the time to kind of just, buckle down and prepare. So that's the unfortunate part, that, some people have ran out of time when it comes to maybe leaving the area. And I know that that's, some people, it's their home and they don't want to have to leave. And and that's why I don't have a house, because I'm not that attached to anything. I will break camp and get the heck out of Dodge and be walking around here. Hey, how you doing? But I understand that it may not be feasible for everybody also. So, I'm just being funny and trying to keep it light because there's a lot going on right now. Sorry about that. Y'all don't want to hear me doing my dragon breath on my tray and stuff. I don't know. My diamonds are sticking together. I haven't seen that in a while. Okay. So, all right, we'll see. I'll put a new batch in. And I don't know. I haven't seen that in a while, though. My diamonds were sticking together. Anyway, what do you guys got coming up besides this Partners in Crime collab that we have that starts November 1st? Billy is going to be doing a cross stitch for Christmas. I'll probably join him, but he is doing I believe it's like the Tower of London. So he's going to be, it's big, and it's a Haid. I don't think I'm going that big. It was my turn to pick because he picked our cross stitch collab from last year. If you're listening, Billy, how you just gonna jump me and skip past my turn to pick? Anyway, I probably will still, try and get something that's close, landscape or something, because it's always nice to have someone to craft along with. And so I definitely had a good time teasing him last year, because he was a little behind. And Billy was like, he got real. I don't know. He went all out of the pocket and he went with like 18 count, I think, or 20 count. He went real small and he got elegant. He had his fabric personally, dyed, handcrafted for him. I was like, wow, what's Partners in Crime? It is the miniatures, the tiny house collab that starts November 1st with me, Crashly, Rebecca. So we are going to be doing tiny houses. We're going to go through everything from wiring. Obviously, my tiny house has a wiring in it. Obviously, we'll talk about roofs and thatching on their home. I've done the roofs, insulating the roof on one of my tiny homes. My second one, I had a lot of grass and ground to lay and flowers and vines and trees. We do have someone in our group that commented today that, it's difficult to work with the vines and the trees. It looks good. The trellises that you see when you see the tiny homes, they look so real. They look so authentic. And they're great. And you're like, oh, wow, that's awesome. I want to do that, until you get everything and you looking at each individual leaf. And here's what's funny. I'm going to show you your best friend when it comes to tiny houses. Don't laugh. You see this right here? Yes, guys, that is tweezers. A lot of the things that you're putting on these tiny houses, you have to use these tweezers to get. Even when it comes to the, like the leaves, when it comes to the wiring, the roofs, you're using these tweezers to put all of those little tiny pieces into place. So it's a lot, you're using, a lot of, standard contractors technique, but you're doing it in such tiny spaces and things. You're measuring, obviously we're looking at flooring, and you're looking at the ground. And for lack of a better way of saying it, they give us all of those supplies, but you kind of start to understand, like when I did the grass, how they lay down like the dirt, then they lay down like a layer of minerals and things, and then you might get your layer of like peat moss or something over it. That's exactly what happened when I was creating mine. So, oh my God, those green trays though. You like my trays? Ah! Yes. I like the trays. I love the trays. But girl, she sent me a whole set. Sent me a whole set. I got this. I got the little shrimp bowls. I got the big one. I store my pens in. Um, yeah, I put everything in here. I even got extra wax and stuff like that that I keep in there. So I have that. That's my favorite. And then, yep, look at that. I like it when things can be customized. I feel special when I get something that's customized. What about you guys? Cheryl says, you would think diamond painters would like that since we place tiny drills to make up a large canvas. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. So they light up Dreamer. Oh, why wire the little houses? You wire them so that they have the lights on in them. Most of them, especially the box theater ones, there's a button directly on the front that when you turn it on, it will turn the lights on in your house. I had a 2-story house that I built. It was tiny. I still to this day can't believe that I built that 2-story tiny house. But you could see the lights on upstairs in the little miniature house as well as downstairs. I remember making the stove was like, oh my gosh. I remember making the stove. I remember making them little dinky tiny pots and pans that would go on top of the stove. And when you look at that stuff, you're like, oh my goodness. I can't believe this is coming from Nix's Notion. She was on my show. If you guys go back, I believe she was on my show 3 months ago. I'm not 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, the end of August, beginning of September. Um, so she sent those out. She knows that green is my favorite color, and so she sent me a set in my favorite color. Um, yes, they are. And so, if you're able to go back, Susan, she did. She talked about the trays and things. We had a good time, a good session. um, let's see. And she goes live on Saturdays. If you're available and you're able to check her out, make sure you check her out Saturday evenings. I believe she goes live at 8 p.m. Eastern, I think is the time. You guys know I'm on the West Coast, so uh my daughter bought me some butterflies, guys. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna put these on. Yeah. Curious. So do you always have to buy a kit or can you buy stuff individually and create your own miniature? Oh, I like that. I've never seen like individual items. I believe what you're talking about, Berta, is more dollhouse. I know that you can buy individual dollhouse items. Crashly has a huge house that she started 2 or 3 years ago. It's huge. And I'm pretty sure that some of her items, like you could buy the little furniture and things like that individually to fill up each of the rooms. I think that hers is more of a dollhouse because it's bigger. When I say tiny, like this box right here that you see with my ribbit sticket in it, this this might have been the whole living room or something. Um, and then it might have been a second floor that's this size also. So they're tiny. They're like, this size right here. Um, as far as how tall they are and stuff. They're real tiny. The houses they tiny. If you wear, glasses, your eyes are befalling you or anything like that, get your magnifying glass. You're gonna need to get your magnifying glass, get your galaxy goggles, um, and make sure because the pieces are so small, you really do have to use tweezers. And so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a pretty big group. It's like I think we're at 15 or 17 right now. The last time we tried, I think we were at 9 people. So we are growing. Obviously people are really starting to get interested. and it's relaxing. It's fun. So we'll see. Hobby shops sell miniatures. They do. Ooh, nice. I just won a gift card to T-Moss Sparklers. Yes, I watch her also. That's the other thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to bling out my camper because you guys know I keep talking about getting a camper. I keep talking about kidnapping. Oh, I don't want to use the word kid. I said kidnap on Facebook, and boy, they shut me down. So I keep talking about crossing the water and getting Lizzie and bringing her back and maybe not returning her. So I was gonna borrow a friend's camper or RV to make it happen. We had a nice plan. Amanda she's a swimmer. She was going to hang in the water and then pull her in. Wait until all the cops and everything, and then they would come out of the water and we would hide her in the bathroom of the camp because the camper's bathroom is off limits. Nobody's allowed to use the bathroom. I don't know why you have a camper and you can't use it. So can you imagine you have a bathroom indoors and you got to take the shovel and go outdoors to go. So, but we promised that we wouldn't use the restroom in the bathroom if it was loaned to us. So we were going to travel. We were going to travel to Alaska. And obviously, Berta lives in Alaska. If you guys have ever heard me say, I got a friend in Alaska. And then AK Rose is also in Alaska. So we're going to record our adventures while we're running across the country away from the Canadian Mounties because we didn't took someone with no intention on returning them. I can see why this painting has taken you 2 years. Normally, it's hard. It's hard. The funny thing is, if I ever go back and look, I'm like, gosh, how did I used to do it? I used to be able to diamond paint and talk. Like, I don't know how I got. Oh, you know how I got out of it? Shame on you. It was Shawana. Shawana said to me one time, "You don't ever show your face," and I was like, "This ugly face." She was like, I feel like people connect with you more if you show your face. And I was like, I don't think I want to show my face. And so she kept saying it. She kept saying it. So I like to watch the faces of the people that, I'm supporting. I was like, I'm going to give it a try. So I gave it a try. It was great information because I had more people that watched that live than several of my other lives. So it was definitely great information. And I was like, man, I would have never thought that showing my ugly mug would get me anywhere. And so I was really appreciative. And so after that, I would try to show my face a little bit more. But I noticed that when I'm, showing my face, I can't be, showing you the top of my head. Really, Crystal? Oh, so I didn't want to show the top of my head and the whole time me looking down while I was, trying to craft. So I started to look up into the camera and I would talk. But if I'm looking up into the camera talking, then clearly, I'm misplacing a diamond and I got a frog, or it's just best to, just talk and get it out the way while other people craft. And so it got to that point. Then I got to the point where I was like, I really want to diamond paint while I chit chat and while I laugh. And so I tried, but it's hard to go in the reverse. It was easy before, but it's hard to go in reverse. And if you notice, if you go to a lot of channels, you'll see a lot of people talk now, and then we leave the crafting to the people that come in there. It's really easy to, kind of sit and get your crafting done while you're hearing the stories and the tales and the fun from someone else. So that's how I got away from it. But you are right. That's why it's taken 2 years. So Asia, one of the things that I've done is I will roll this painting up and I will move over to another. I was moving over to smaller paintings. I've done two 30 by 30s. I finished one. My bakery painting, I started that 2 years ago and I finished that. And then I did two paintings that I gifted. Also, I always try and send a gift out for Mother's Day to a friend of mine whose mom, she loves diamond painting. She loves it. And so I always try and send her some sort of, artwork that was made by me, crafted by me. um, and then I also gifted something to my little niece, the one you guys heard me talk about last week. That's a demon spawn niece. And so, yeah. But in between each of those paintings, I would come and I would pull this out because I love this painting. I do. But I just keep looking at it like, oh, I got so much more to go. And I think that's, what happened. So I shouldn't have started. How many people out there feel like, they shouldn't have started a new project? Wait until you're done with this project. I hear us talking about that a lot in the community. I'm not starting anything, no new starts, just going to finish this and things. Does that help? Or is it okay to just do, whatever's clever, whatever you're feeling like in that moment? Have we embraced that yet? I used to only start and finish a canvas. I couldn't start a new one until I finished. And so because I couldn't wait to be done, I produced more. I think, on average, I used to do about 25 canvases, like 2018, 2019. It was easier to push out 25 canvases. 2020, I think I had 16 or 17, but that was also when I started to fall in love with clay. So clay became my new passion and things. Of course, Shawana is an amazing performer and creator with her videos and all. It is hard for many to do. Yes, it is. Me, I have to start and finish. I did a new start and left one as a whip. Took me forever to finish it. And while I was finishing it, I didn't want to. Yeah. I do get that. I totally get that. That's, I won't say that's where I've been with this one. This one right here, like I went through and I kind of, went through everything that I was going to do customization wise and stuff. And then I lost the paper that I wrote everything down on. And then I found it because, again, this is 2 years in the making. So then when I found it, I had made some mistakes and things like that. And you could tell when I looked at it from above, I'm like, oh, I forgot I was doing that. So I was almost done. Like I said, I had the face and I just needed to highlight the feather in the hair. And then I was going to try and do something, real special with the eye makeup. And I realized, I forgot that I was going to try and, change the skin tone up a little bit. So, yeah, and I end up having to pick all of it. You can see that's all one symbol in there, around there. So then I was irritated, and because I was irritated, what happens when we get irritated? We kind of fall off. We're like, I don't want to do it no more. I'm done. I need to finish the one that I started. The only exception is these collabs. I had to have more than one at a time, but I do finish them all. That's good. If you're able to finish, then that's what matters. I like having a deadline. So I do like when I have a gift that I have coming up, I like to push myself. So, maybe I got to have some more deadlines and things like that coming. We have the blinging in the new year that's coming. Then I have my Love is in the Air collab that's in February. So I do have, some reasons to kind of get this one done and things in as timely a manner as possible. So maybe I'll just have to push myself a little more. So definitely want to show these, during those two collabs and things. Let's see. Other than that, that's pretty much all, that I have. Like I said, got November taken care of. I talked to you guys about the cross stitch collab. If you guys are on Instagram, make sure that you guys head over there and see the video that I'll post. It'll probably be in about an hour after my live tonight. And we are eager to see who wins tonight's gift and what gift they are going to win. That's going to be fun. All throughout October, make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm a Treasure Studio Arts affiliate. And because, shipping is taking a little bit longer, one of the things that I want to do in October is kind of focus on everybody picking their painting for the Love is in the Air collab. That is sponsored by Treasure Studio Arts. I can't wait for that to come up. Lizzie of Lizzie's World of Gems, she's going to, be there. She's my partner for that event. And yeah, we're going to make it special. Look at Care Bear. Hi, Tia Tia. Hi, everyone. I'm doing a canvas for DAC. I feel like I'm in the diamond painting Olympics. I bet you're going from one event to the next, huh? Care Bear is in our she's doing the tiny homes collab as well. So it's going to be interesting. Care Bear, did you purchase a home? Did you purchase a box theater? Are you getting a what are you going with? I hear that there's a terrarium or something. Someone's getting a garden terrarium. I also heard that there is like a I seen the bakery. I saw Rebecca's bakery probably about 3 weeks before she actually posted it. And it is gorgeous. So I like the bakery a lot. Yeah, lots of big things. Care Bear, did you get your eating from the post earlier? Did you get your eating from the post earlier? So, how's Marlon? Hopefully everything is going all right. Everybody's having a great evening. No issues. Speaking of evening, I am getting hungry. Another couple of minutes and I'll probably be cutting out. I'm definitely wanting to go around and thank everybody for coming out tonight. Like I said, I know I go late in the evening. There's Nix. Just was talking about you, Nix. Hello, my beautiful friend. I was finally able to catch one of your lives. Woohoo! I hope you are having a lovely evening. I am. I'm about to hang it up. I'm starving. I got off from work and came straight on. But I got, you're probably going to have some people asking about the trays. I got a lot of people that were asking about them. So definitely, the submarine. I know the shrimp boat is your most popular one, but I do kind of like these two right here. The biggin, and then submarine. So Marlon is doing great besides the sticker shock from my eating. I got it today and literally cried. Oh, oh no. I thought my ears were burnt. Yes, your ears were burning. They were burning. Uh, so we were talking. I sent a few people back to watch the show that we did when you were on with me a few weeks ago. So I did send them back to kind of watch that. Those are my faves also. Not to mention that's my favorite color. That was how we got started. They were like, ooh, that green, that green. Like, yeah, she knows my favorite color. So green is my favorite color. I don't know why. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. But this is how little kids think. So we were at school. I can't remember what grade I was in. And everyone was told to pick a color. Oh, everyone was told to pick a color. And everyone was going over, they were picking red, and blue, and yellow, and purples, even brown. Brown was, somebody's favorite color. But you know what wasn't? Green. Green was not someone's favorite color. And I said, why doesn't anybody like green? And they were like, ew, ew, ew. And I said, well, I like green. Someone has to like green. And I can't believe that no one does. So I liked green because no one else liked it. And I always got whatever I wanted if it's in green because nobody else wanted it. Isn't that horrible though? It's horrible. So everybody deserves love, even green. So I'm here for you, green. That's why I love you. Because nobody else does. But you got me. You got a friend in me. What a transition. We went from talking about tell your kids they're ugly if they're ugly to you got a friend in me. It has been a great night. I do. One of my favorite colors, but the shade of green is key. Good. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm looking over there, only green. Somebody picked orange, ugly orange. Orange is like the ugliest color to me. Sorry if you like orange. Sorry. And I couldn't believe it. Even orange. Orange wasn't even sitting over there by the green. Just green. Neon green is amazing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I love neon green. Love it, love it, love it. You know? So now that we're all adults and stuff, a lot more people appreciate green. Can you believe that? But imagine when you were a kid, everybody wanted red, blue, purple, pink, you know? Yep, back. Had to put my minions to bed. Oh, you cutie pie. I remember when my kids were little. Yep, I sure do. I wish I could get them to be little again. Can you come here and rub my foot? You know, mommy's back is hurting. Can you? I had my own built-in back scratchers. Oh, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. No, to the right, to the right. Do you know your right from your left? I remember one time I had to tell my child, I was like, oh, to the left, the other left. Yeah, we got it when I said the other left. Tia, tell them about how many pins you made last year for everyone. I made 50 pins last year. 50. 50 pins. That is an undertaking that is amazing. As a feat, everyone got a pin. You know, at the retreat, this was the Lone Star Retreat exclusive. And yes, and it was amazing. And then my sister, my baby sister turned around and she made all of the retreat pins for the Great Lakes Escape. Let me show you guys. Yes, she made these awesome, look at them glitter pins. I tried to do glitter. I had it everywhere. And I was like, yeah, that's not my wheelhouse. So did she take and give my nicks their own name? This is another. That's not a retreat exclusive, but that is a pin made by my baby sister. See that glitter? I bet she has glitter everywhere. You guys are not going to believe my favorite. Well, yes, you will, but come on now. Green. You can't tell me she don't know me. Look at the butterflies. Woo. You talking about love? When I tell you, so those are my favorites. They are. They are. Love them, love them, love them. And yes, as you can see, I got my ribbon stickets in there. Is it showing? Oh, okay. Have my ribbon sticket. You guys saw me adding ribbon sticket to my single placer tonight. I want you to guess where I got the ribbon sticket from. Remember when I showed you guys this earlier? Yes. And yes, I do. As you can see, I use it all the time. That's what you saw me stuffing in here when you guys helped me pick my pin tonight. So because I'm doing all around here and I'm single placing, you know, it's a good idea. Good idea. But that's what I'm using. I didn't really go into it. I should. I like when people do that. When I go to someone's channel and they're going over what I'm using tonight and where I got that, you know, just how, like how, when we go over the painting that we're working on, where we got it from, same thing. Care Bear, did you see what Crashly posted? Oh, are you serious? I didn't know that. Oh, I asked about that glitter mess but she has it under control. She does. She's I have to get me some of that ribbit stick it. Crash, post that link. Cohen says, dang, that is the tester case. Oh, that was back in like March. Well, I have more. That's just what I'm using because that's my favorite fragrance, remember? So I have more. That's just my favorite fragrance. Remember these guys? Yeah. So these are cover minders that I got from off of Crashly and Kerr. These are their current, this is what he's talking about. These are their current cases. And here I am using the tester case. They know that I'm a tester. I'm pretty sure they know I was testing your products out. This stuff smells so good. Can you guys smell that? Huh? Oh man, I'm frozen screen. I'm sorry. I'll do it again. Can you guys smell that? Oh, it's so good. My favorite. So my favorite fragrance, guys, is lemongrass. That is my favorite fragrance. And so Kerwin and Crashly got to you. If you guys could have seen the conversation behind the scene when she asked us all like what our favorite fragrance was, and so saying lemongrass is like what who likes lemongrass is their and I told her you got to smell it. It's my favorite fragrance. So uh, those were the days. Those were the days. But yeah, love it. I got my lemon. It smells heavenly, and I think they did a good job. Seagrass. It's more of a parfumey grass smell, but it's wonderful. And I appreciate you making it and concocting it and being able to, bottle it and make me happy. Because as you can see, when I sit here, it's really easy. I think I talked about this before. Just like how we, change our wardrobe and we can think back to a moment in time for when we had a particular outfit on. Remember when I started the show? We talked about those fishnet stockings with the black seam up the back, right? I can remember where I was going. I can remember a particular night. Same thing. When you're working on a canvas, it sets a tone, for a time in your life. You remember exactly, oh, I remember what I was doing when I was working on, Sharing the Outdoors by Chuck Pinson. I remember what I was doing when I first opened up, Mandy Manzano's, such and such. So the same thing happens when it comes to the pins that we use. That's why it's good to always have a variety. Same thing happens when it comes to using our ribbit sticky or whatever our wax medium is. If they have a fragrance, they're going to set that moment in time for you, and it's going to make your crafting just that much more enjoyable. Otherwise, we would all wear the same clothing outfit. We would all smell the same. We would all wear the same hairstyle, you know? So that's what makes these, our crafts enjoyable is the variety that we get out of it. It won't let me paste the link from my phone. It won't let you paste your link from your phone. What? Did my little sister say that she's having difficulty? Some sort of technological issue? What is that going on? I'm in shock. Where's Caden? Oh, Caden would be all over that right now. It's too bad it was late. You know, I'm sorry and don't know why. Log into a browser. How can you not add your link? I don't understand that. I don't know. Thank you. You see, Nix did it. Thank you, Nix. My sweetheart. Susan says, my birthday just passed and was blessed with my seventh grandbaby. You have seven, Crashly. I didn't know you were as young as Tima. Crashly, Susan didn't know that you and Tima were the same age. Oh, Nix is more techie than me. I tried figuring it out how to do that cool overlay she does, and I just can't. Oh, I think my sister just caught that. I have to see. I definitely want to know how far apart. I'm pretty sure they're only a couple months apart, Susan. But good for you for catching that. Crashly and Tima are the same age. Good for you. We got a whole lot more celebrating to do, Crashly. Clearly, I've missed some birthday celebrations. You're only getting cold from me, Susan. We have a whole lot more birthday celebrating to do, sis. You skimped on some of these parties. I'm younger than her youngest daughter. Says who? Susan said y'all are the same age, and I believe Susan. I'm going with Susan. You know why? Because Susan is not related to you. Oh, I think I think it may be bedtime. Crashly's gonna tell me to take my butt to bed too. I just turned old on my birthday. Right, Berta? I feel that way too. I think I was telling you guys that that's what happened with me. My last birthday last year, I felt great. I didn't even know I was on it, Crashly. Susan, yes, for the win. Um, uh, she said, "Oh my God, I knew I was freaking. Oh, the minute I turned 30, I'm like, that's it. Got to start shopping at Lane Bryant. going, to, going to bingo once a week. Oh, sis. Tia, you're worse than that because you went with it. I did, you monster. Susan is hilarious tonight. She said, I just feel drills all over the place. Right? Susan is on. Crashly. I'm sorry, Crash. That was funny. Susan, you made all of our night. Oh, oh. What are we if we're not fodder for everyone else? That's what we're here for. Give everyone an enjoyable evening to crack up laughing. Boy, did I have a ball tonight. And yeah, it was definitely at my little sister's expense. I'm sorry. I'm horrible. CB says, I don't know what you're talking about. Every woman in here is no older than. See, that's why he's CB. He just accommodates us all. she's she's going to make sure that you're aware. Susan, I'm 30. I just turned 30 in July, and it was like a big deal. Like she did have a midlife crisis. Oh my gosh, behind the scenes, Susan, it was so funny. She was like, I'm gonna be old. Am I gonna be watching Golden Girls? Am I gonna She asked us what she gonna want to watch Golden Girls. Kerwin, then you're definitely a cradle robber with your community booty self. Thank you for the laugh. It was so needed tonight. You are always such a joy to be around. Aw. Rochelle says, you got it, Kerwin. That makes Crashly the oldest lady Listen, see, Susan? Susan got us all laughing. Oh my gosh, 30-year baby, right? Hey, I watch Golden Girls. See, Crashly, you got somebody to watch. You got somebody to watch it with. I bet I'm younger than you all. There you go, Susan. I love that. Care Bear is totally younger than me. Yes. Cheryl says, I can't even play since I'm no doubt older than this room. Oh, oh, oh. The funny part is, as we all have, I'm still 29. I've celebrated my 29th birthday, and you guys have been so wonderful. Every year, you guys have this big bash for me, and you guys definitely make me feel, great, and I appreciate it because, for some of us, we have, things tied to getting older and things. And so I'm older than dirt. Oh my gosh. When she was nearing that she was flipping out, and behind the scenes, uh, she, oh my God, she said, Nick, I don't know if you know this, but that beard though, CB said, is she talking about your son too? Oh, Carol, maybe the dirt you can buy at Walmart. Oh, I like that. Oh, Nick says, yep, she is. Gotta go get Crashly a few gallons of water because she's thirsty. Nick's earlier tonight, Crashly was like hitting on some, of our attractive sons. And so CB called her thirsty. Oh, he's going to get her some water so he can help with that thirst. uh, Nick and Tina. Hi, Nick. How are you? Hi, Tina. Slurp, y'all hot sauce. Berta says, what's with all these beards on these young men these days? It's the style now. Yeah, so a few years ago, 2018, I think it was, my goddaughter, she was telling me about beard gang something. And apparently, all these men under 30 are growing their beards and things. And I couldn't believe it. Obviously, they look older when they do that, which is attractive to women who like older looking men. And so young men are pulling everybody at this point, not only women their own age, but also, able to pull, older women that like a mature looking man. 29 plus tax, shipping and handling. That's right, girl. I'm just saying, watch out for that laundry. Berta, let's a trip to Ireland. Oh, them Scottish men have sexy beards. We will have to bring giant water bottles, though. We are good. Aww. I think with my son, he's just lazy. He don't want to shave. No, my son, he mentioned maybe one day trying to grow his beard out. But what he doesn't like is that um he feels like it starts to look, scruffy and things. I think he's so handsome. I'm always like, honey, trim that up for mommy, and he's like, Mom, I don't want to trim my hair for you, I'll trim it for someone else, but I don't want to do it for you. So bearded men who love cougars. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're younger. Oh my God, you are officially now that we know you and Tima are the same age, you are officially a cougar. Kudos, Susan. Oh my goodness. I got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. This has been an awesome night. I had a ball with you guys. My son came in last Saturday night live. Honey, he was eating up the attention. Oh, wow. Also, I think that the ladies were. Woo! See, I got it. Well, it's fall now, and there won't be. I think we got one last big bash. We have the Aloha Festival this weekend, and then all of these festivals and Saturday evening events will be going away. So I can't wait. Hypothetically, if Tia's hot ass son says Crashly looks dang good, am I then a freaking cougar because I'm old? Can't be true. Yeah, you're a cougar because you're old. I sent you a pic of my youngest son. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he 12, Berta? She like him. She like him that young. Alrighty, that is it. My time is up, so I'm going to go ahead and say my good nights and my goodbyes. Thank you guys all so very much for hanging out with me tonight. I had a ball. I know I started off, I came in strong with some old comedy routine, but I was really feeling great. It's been a long time since I felt this great. And so I just wanted to share. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed yourself with me, and you'll come back, you'll subscribe, and you'll enjoy. Thank you all. Love you. See you next week. Bye.